Hey guys, what's up, aspirants? This is the morning of 3rd of August, and we are here. You're your favorite channel for UPSC, an academy. By the way, we launched a new channel for UPSC aspirants. The response from you guys is tremendous. But do share, like, and subscribe to the channel. That is youtube.com/unacademy UPSC. So this series is the reliving the past series, as we already talked in the last lecture, and it will be about the modern history of the world, which is relevant only to the UPSC section. And in this chapter, I'll be talking about Industrial Revolution. Oh my God, one of my favorite topics. The dawn of the modern civilization, the era of the scientists and machineries. So obviously, this series is conceptualized by me. You can read more about me on facebook.com/romanjineya.official. The major topics which we will be covering in the reliving the past series are these plus two more slides. Go back and watch the previous video, the first one on this series. In this topic, we'll be dealing solely with Industrial Revolution. So see, these are the two picks which are characteristic of Industrial Revolution. What do you see in these two picks? By and large, you see what I call mechanization. There are lots of machines, right? Then the scale of production is very high. Then there is lot of labor, as you can see. Plus, it is done at a very rapid and a gigantic pace and scale to cater to the needs of nation as well as the world. So the scale is changing at a very rapid pace, and this is leading to major changes how the world behaved till now. So, like always, I ask you a question before we begin our journey to the topic. So, do you think an industrial revolution ever happened in India? Or do you think it's still happening? Or do you think it happened? Or do you think it's still not happened? Whatever you feel like, do comment in the comment section below or ping me on my Facebook page. I'll be more than happy to hear from you guys. So, industrial revolution, in this there are basically the four themes which we will be revolving. Like always, I say just remember the keywords plus the major themes. So these are the four themes which we'll be dealing with. The introductory part in industrial revolution, whereby I'll be dealing about what is industrial revolution, the reasons for industrial revolution, as in why industrial revolution happened at that particular time or in that particular place. Like we say, England is the epicenter of industrial revolution. So that is a very probable question in UPSC mains examination this year. Excuse me. Then the salient features of industrial revolution, and finally the evaluation of industrial revolution. See, the introduction is, it was the beginning of machine age, that is the beginning of mechanization, what we called as. There was all, before that there was not much machineries available, and the scale of production was at a very household kind of a level of production. So this was the dawn of machine age. It was it was characterized by mass production at an unprecedented scale. That is the most important and the key feature of industrial revolution, that mass production which was done at an unprecedented scale never seen before. That lead to beginning of the modern world, and as you might be knowing, it started about 250 years ago, and it's still ongoing process in many part of the world. What are the reasons of industrial revolution? See guys, the reasons of industrial revolution are: first, the geographical discoveries and beginning of world trade. See, the Americas were discovered by that time in 1492 by Christopher Columbus. So plus also European were very adamant on taking these dangerous trade routes to Asian countries, and that led to development of direct linkages between West and East. There was promotion of world trade, as you might be knowing, because of these things, and that led to emergence of a market. How that led to emergence of market? See, Indian products were literally unheard of in the European division of the world. But now, because of the direct linkages between West and East, these products were being transferred to the Europe, especially the British countries, and then it led to an extreme highly demand for these things, for Indian products. So what happened? These demands were, no one can meet these demands, right? Like the entire Britain population wants to wear muslin and calicut and eat spices and all. So that led to a huge financial crunch, because if you want to meet the demand, you need to increase the supply. That is a basic feature, right? So it led to what I called as emergence of neo-capitalist class. It led to emergence of neo-capitalist class, which provided these finances, and it led to higher production at a very lower cost, with profit as the sole motive. This is the most important thing. Like China, what it is doing right now, if you make a 50 rupees bulb, and if it is done at a very large scale, then it becomes about 5 rupees. So the same bulb will be 10 times less costlier if it is done at a very large scale. And profit being the sole motive, you will provide less wages to your laborers. It was also characterized by new inventions, especially the excuse me, steam steam engine by Newcomen, and it was developed further by James Watt. And it also led to its the major uses of steam power was done in the transport section, the textile section, and in the steel industries. Then there was cotton gin, which was developed by Alice Whitney. It was a spinning wheel, and it led to rapid productions in manufacturing sector and large scale production of clothes. And then the sewing machine finally provided the manufactured clothes, and it was being dumped into Indian economy like anything, and it literally destroyed our artsmen, weavers, and craftsmen. Then, of course, the industries which developed were coal industry, iron and steel industry. Steamboats were developed by Fulton. Wireless transmission, and extremely important for radio. This was done in late 19th century by Marconi, and of course our own scientist Sir Jagdish Chandra Bose. Then telegraph was developed by Morse. You better know him for his Morse codes. And of course, the telephone was developed by Sir Great Alexander Graham Bell. The reasons of industrial revolution still continues, guys. So the colonialism was one of the major reason. It is extensively important because the discovery of new world, like Britain going to India, or Netherlands going to Indonesia, or all the African countries being acquired, it led to expansion of mercantilism. What is mercantilism? It is derived from the word merchant, the trader. So it was the sole motive of these colonies was to exploit the resources of conquered colonies in order to benefit the home country. So if this is India, resources will be migrated to England. So this was the basic philosophy of colonialism, and nothing will be given in return. All this needed huge capital investment, guys. Okay. Uh, so now these are the salient features of industrial revolution. First salient feature was the England was the epicenter. We will be dealing why England was the epicenter of the industrial revolution. Then the second was scientific development. Then third was scientific development, we already dealt in the last two slides. Commercialization of agriculture, how did that happen? And finally the development of infrastructure. So guys, the salient features will continue, and this is the end to the part 1. There is a part 2 which is also available. So if you do like this part and wants the other part 2 to come, I just wanted to answer the question which I asked in the comments, in the comment section below. And do like, share, and subscribe. If you have any problem whatsoever, you can tweet to me at my handle at romanseni, or you can ask your questions at facebook.com/romanseni.official. This is the channel, YouTube channel. Goodbye, guys. Bye. Best of luck for your studies.